Hello and welcome to round 7 of season 8 in PSF1 in the F1 division. We are fairly low down for where we normally are. We're normally in sort of like the top 5, but we had a horrific qualifying. I was trying to qualify on super soft. I had my teammate in front of me on my outlap. I lost 2/10 by not putting it into max, coming down the front straight, so I lost 2/10 there. So here we are starting P11 on the soft tyres. Obviously we have free tyre choice starting in 11th place, but as we go down into the first corner after the lights finally go out. So yeah, P11, it's not really, where I want to be starting. There's a lot of cars in front of me, a lot of slower drivers as well. They're going to be a lot more cautious into turn 1 than I am. But as you can see here, we get a really good start. And we actually get past Jake pretty quickly. He hits the back of, I believe that was Energy or someone's. We're already up into 8th at this point. We've got Penny on our right. We've got Polar there as well. So we're going to try and go around the outside into turn 1, but then Frisky comes across, so we brake. We try to brake early, and then Tekken for some reason brakes even earlier. We get ping pong between Penny and Tekken, and there's another bit of ping pong coming up now between Energy and I believe that was Tekken. Penny cuts the grass there. We're up into 8th place, but we have wing damage on either side. And I tried to survive with it, but it just wasn't good enough. The soft tyres as well being slow, so we had to pit at the end of the second lap. We put on ultras. I was going to go for effectively a one stop at this stage, ultras to softs. So we're down in 13th, 14th place at this stage. So brother, we're on the fastest tyre right now, and we get past Energy fairly easily coming down the front straight, just beginning of lap 5. DRS in action, easy as you like. Down the inside, we're on much fresher tyres than he is. But it was at this stage I was kind of wishing that I'd run double supers instead of going ultras back onto the softs, as I will later. As we get Jake here, he comes out the pits, we've got more momentum, fly past him into turn 1. We've got much better tyres than he has at this stage because he's just come out the pits. But then he gets past us on the next lap, as you see here, DRS enabled. He's going to try fly past us. We've got karting on the right hand side that we're going to go past as well. We've got more momentum. Jake making it 3 wide into turn 1. And because he's on fresh supers, he's just got far much more grip than we have. We're on like 8 lap ultras at this point, so they're really beginning to lose their grip at this stage. And we actually tried to get the cut back, but he just blocks it off nicely there. We hit the back of him. End of lap 11, we come into the pits. Really struggling at this point, just trying to salvage anything I can. We're down in, I think we were P10 when we pitted anyway, so we didn't really have much to lose. End of lap 11 there, coming into the pits. We get jumped by Tekken again. Fighting with him quite a lot this race actually, Tekken. And into turn 1, DRS enabled yet again. Just cruising up behind him. We've got plenty of fuel to burn through up the inside, and we think this move is done, but he's going to come back around our outside here, but we give him plenty of space going into turn 2, and he can't hold it around the outside of turn 3, so that's P11 for us. And then we have a little battle with Penny coming down the front straight again. DRS enabled. We're just so much quicker than these guys. But the gap in front of these guys into any bigger points is just too far. So we go up the inside. Penny's trying to go around the outside of turn 1, which he actually succeeds in doing. Tries to go up the inside of turn 2. I don't quite see him. We get pushed wide, and then we give him a little push back on the outside there. He actually clips our rear left, which means our momentum is absolutely ruined coming out of that corner, considering he was on the curb. We're going to try and shut off the inside, but he goes flying up the inside here. We end up just letting him through because I don't want to break his wing or anything, so we let him pass there. Try and have a little go up the inside here, but just not close enough, and then we have to wait another lap. Here we go, lap 17, same situation again. DRS enabled. Penny holding that outside line. He knows he hasn't got to defend because last time we went around the outside of turn 1. Once again he does that. He gave us a little bit of an option that time though to go to the outside, but didn't take it though. Went up the inside, trying to brake a lot later just to break his run around the outside. We almost get in front of him, and there he just taps us round. We give him a little shunt back as well, and this time we get through no problems. Well, just about. And that by that point, as you can see, Tekken there is actually caught back up to us. That's how slow we were at that point. So I was quite frustrated with that, and just how the race had been as a whole. Really, I was really not enjoying myself. And as you can see, P10 is where I really don't want to be. So we end up coming to the pits at the end of lap 31, nothing to lose. We're in the last point scoring position anyway. I wasn't going to catch the guys in front, they were on fresher tyres. And I thought I'd just try and beat the lap record. So we catch up to Tekken pretty quickly here at the end of that lap. We're going to go up his inside into the castle section, stadium section. And we actually get a little warning there. He's given us a little bit more space than I was expecting, but we'll take the warning anyway. It doesn't really matter at this stage. We get a little knock on his from our inside. I wasn't expecting him to take such a wide line. But we did beat the lap record as a 1:16.9 in the end that we managed to achieve, which is just under a tenth faster than the fastest lap, which was also set by me. So that's I hold that record here in Mexico. But yeah, just a really poor race overall. We finished 10th. We got 1 point, and that is also our podium streak that has come to an end there, unfortunately. But we'll try and bounce back in Abu Dhabi, which is next week. I'll try and get those highlights up as quickly as I can. I also realised only just today that I've managed to delete my Canada footage, so there's no highlights of that one up. So I do apologise for that. But we'll see you next week in Abu Dhabi. Stay tuned for more highlights. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.